My name is Opal May, and this is what we're doing today. You guys, we are going to make a homemade pie crust. Now, remember when I made my buttermilk pie and I bought the Pillsbury? It's just fine. It turned out perfect. Best pie crust to me at this point, way better than Marie Callender's, okay? But anyway, so I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and make you guys a homemade pie crust. Super, super, super simple. All right? Okay, so I say, hey, girl, hey. So let me say hey to the guys as well. All right? So we're going to take, now we're just going to make enough for one pie crust. If you want two, I'll tell you what to do. All right? So we're going to pour our flour. Don't take your cup and dip it because then you'll get too much. It becomes dense in there. It's too much, okay? So we're going to pour it. Okay, so we have a cup. We're going to pour our flour in our bowl. Oops, that's a little too much. I just want about a cup and a half. Yeah, I don't want too much. All right, and there's our cup and a half. We're going to keep our flour out because we're going to need it too for our dough, okay? So we have a cup and a half. Let's turn this over so you all can see. All right, so we have a cup and a half of flour. All right, we're going to do some salt. As you do like a nice pinch, a little more pinch, all right? We also have our butter, okay? So we're going to take our butter. This is a stick of butter, okay? And we're going to grate it. If you have a bigger cheese grater, go ahead and use it. I can't find my other one. My daughter said I got rid of it. I didn't know I did. Anyway, so this is just butter. Better if your butter is frozen to me. Well, frozen, but you would take it out, you know, probably like an hour before. So this is just in the fridge. It's still nice and cold, just looking like grated cheese. We're going to make a nice good pie crust. And I have some batter left from the buttermilk pies that I made yesterday. And the buttermilk pie, there's just a little piece, so I'm making more. Okay? So you need a... And it's softer, it's easier to shred. When it's frozen, it's harder. But you don't want it too melty because it's going to give you a good pie crust when it's nice and cold. Crust is made, you do so much better with crust when it's cold. Okay? All right, so let's get that butter off of there. Rinse these hands off. This is going to be a nice, good pie crust, okay? It's going to turn out beautiful. Figure since I'm cooking and it's been a long time since I made a pie crust, I had to come on here and make one, okay? We're going to take the rest of this butter and put it up. Okay, so we did about 1.5 cups of flour. Now, if you want to, this is going to make one pie crust. Might be a little left over. If you want to make two for two pies, just do about 2.5 cups of flour and 2 sticks of butter, okay? A couple pinches of salt, not too much. 1 second. All right, so I'm going to take this watch off so we don't get that all dirty. All right, so this is what you have. You can see that. You got your butter and your flour. All right, you also got your... Yes, you guys can see. I'm trying to make sure. All right, so we got our flour. Oh, let's put our... Oh, we already put our salt down. I thought we didn't put salt, y'all. Just gonna, mix it up with your hands the best way, like your grandma would do. Take it and mash it. I have these... Oh, gosh, this towel is running me nuts with this bowl. How about that? Okay, so just make sure that your butter is in there. And this isn't a live. I usually go live. I'm going to start doing some pre-recorded videos. Okay, so I have my butter worked in there, okay? My butter's worked in there pretty good. Save this pie tin from the other pie crust. I have a pie shell. What do you call it? Oh my goodness. I have a dish to bake a pie in, but it's way up here, so I don't need to grab it. All right, we're going to take water. Hold on one second. We're going to do it out by, I don't know where my tablespoon is at. 1 second, guys. I don't know. Let me see if I find it in here. Oh, here's one. Here's a half of tablespoon, okay? So this is ice cold water. That's how you get a good crust as well, ice cold water. So I put ice in it, you all can see. This is a half a tablespoon. So we're gonna start with 1. So that was 4, which makes tablespoons, okay? 2 tablespoons. Now we got 3 tablespoons, all right? So let's go ahead and mix it in there. It's nice and cold. Remember, this is enough for 1 pie crust, okay? If you want 2, you're going to do exactly what I stated earlier, okay? We're going to take another half, another half. So that was 4 tablespoons of water, ice cold water, very cold. And you know, when you use butter, it gives you the best crust. Don't use oil and stuff because you won't get a good crust. You want buttery, flaky crust. That was another half. So far we have 4 and a half, okay? We have 4 and a half. All right? This is going to be a great, oh, we got dough in our salt. This is going to be a great pie crust, by the way, okay? Let's see if we need to add a little more water. I think it's looking pretty good. I can eye stuff pretty good. It's looking, and we're not going to work our dough too much because we don't want our butter to melt too much either. So we're going to get some flour and roll it out. All right, so this is our ball. Set that down. Put our dirty dishes here. If you know me, you know I don't like to cook with a mess. So let's move our flour out of the way. And no need to wash my hands because I'm getting ready to work with the dough. Yes. Hopefully everyone's day is going well. Mine has been great. Earlier today, I made some fried chicken, which turned out to be, of course, honey barbecue wings for the Super Bowl appetizer. All right, so we're going to take some flour. Now, you all can see I always take flour, but when I drop it, I put it like that, okay, drop it, and then I put some in the corner because I don't want to put too much, all right? I don't want it to come out too floury, all right? So we have our dough. I'll put a little more. All right, and I don't have a rolling pin. I had one, and don't ask me what happened to it, okay? So we're going to take an old cup or something. We'll take this glass. Hopefully this glass is okay. I need something a little more sturdier. But if you have a rolling pin, use a rolling pin, okay? We're just going to roll it out. I'd rather not use this glass. I used it, I think, when I made biscuits, but I'm really rolling out a bigger crust. Let's move all this out the way. Okay, so we're just rolling. And we're going to turn it over. So far, this is what we have. We're going to put some more flour there. Okay, and we're going to continue to roll. And then I'm going to need a bigger surface, most likely. I have tile counters, and they have those grooves in the middle, so I tend to use this wooden board. So perhaps, I guess it's time for me to purchase a bigger one now that I'm on camera cooking so much. Turn our crust over. And it's turning out really nice. The glass is doing the job, guys. All right, we're gonna roll it out where it's nice. Get some on this side. All right, so far, this is what we have. So I have it folded in half, okay? Folded in half. But this is our pie crust. It looks great. Absolute amazing. Okay? So this is what you want as far, sorry guys. This is what you want it to look like. We're just gonna go ahead and fold it in half. But this is what you want your crust to look like. It looks pretty good. See the depth? Okay? Looks great. Looks like a tortilla, right? All right, and we're gonna take that pie shell pan. All right. I'm going to put just a little oil in the bottom. When I say a little bit, I mean a little bit, okay? Because I don't want it sticking. Sometimes these crusts can stick, and I don't like that. Put a little on my hand just to kind of put it around the edges. All right. Take our pie cut crust, drop it in the middle. And this is a nice size crust. Open it up, and there you go. And we're going to go ahead and press it down, make sure everything's even. What's that on my hands? Oh, it must be something on this counter. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and press it. I'm going to take off some of our edges, just to make sure we have it nice. And so over here, what I'm about to do is take my edges. You guys, I think there was something on my cutting board. I done had all kind of stuff on there today. Maybe I just didn't wash it off too good. But anyway, we're going to take and our thumbs around the side. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And if you have too much, of course, you're just going to rip it off. See, like right here, I have a little too much on there, so I'm going to take some of it off. Take it off. I remember my grandmother making homemade pie crust all the time. She was like a master at it. And honestly, it's been so long since I made one because they have store-bought. So to me, it's just more convenient. But it tastes better homemade, of course. Okay, so I have got that. Kind of work my thumbs around it. This side needs a little more folding. I'm going to press it down. Okay. Press it down a little more. I don't want it too high up there. And this is your crust. This is your homemade pie crust. Looks great. If you're not satisfied with it, just go around it more with your thumbs. But it looks good. Looks amazing. All right, so we're just going to pop this baby in the oven. Have it on about we're going to turn it to about 400. We already had it on 350. And we are going to always remember to poke your holes, because if not, it is going to puff up on you. And that's the last thing you want it to do. So see how I'm putting my fork holes in there? You always want to do that to your pie crust. And then I'm going to go around the edges and do that as well. Okay. So remember, that was a cup and a half of flour, about 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. I just did a pinch, Stick 1 stick of butter, unsalted, preferably. Okay. And then your ice cold water. So make sure that you are using ice cold water for your pie crust. A second here. Wash these hands off. This is our pie crust. Let's get this mess up. Y'all, this pie crust looks nice. Does that not look like a store-bought pie crust? Does it not? Nice and firm. Look around those edges. Beautiful. Absolute beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. I could sell this pie crust, you know. Let me take a picture. So I will have a thumbnail. Let's pull the light over here because we do need light for our pie crust. You guys, it's so much that goes into making this stuff, and you got to do the photos, and it's so much work, but it's fun. It's just all the work you have to do. So let's get our photo of our pie crust. Make sure that, see, you have stuff in the way. You got to move stuff out of the way. All right, so we got homemade pie crust, and we're going to put our water here. That way. All right, guys, so that's enough of that. So did you all hear the oven reach? 400. So now we're going to drop our crust in there. All righty. All right. So we're going to let it get browned. 1 second. All right. So we want the brown look because why? Not the brown look. We want it to cook a little bit before we put our filling in there. Because if we don't, you're going to get more of a doughy pie, and you want more of a crunchier pie. Okay. And out of that dough that we made, there's a piece that's in the sink. This is what we have left. So let me throw this away 1 moment. Okay, so we did really good. So I was pretty much on the money. You know, I just had to take some of the edges off. But I was pretty much on the money. So let's see. So if you've been watching my videos, you know that I do like to clean up. Okay, so we're going to let our pie crust, I just want you guys to see the pie crust before I get off, so I don't have to do another video of the pie crust. So just hang tight, guys. Let's clean this off. Apparently I didn't clean it good enough earlier. I think it had some like barbecue sauce or something, I don't know. Or maybe my daughter used it and didn't wipe it. And I am a person that cleans as I go along. Get all this flour off of here. And of course, on this part here, you can always fast forward, okay? You will fast forward. so you can get to the real meat and potatoes of what the pie crust looks like when I finished it in the oven. I won't make a full pie. You can go before this and check out the other video of when I made a buttermilk pie and look at all the ingredients that I used for that buttermilk pie, okay? Like I said, I have some left over. So, well, some of the batter left over. So we're just going to use that. And remember to get your nice cold crust, or your nice good flaky crust. Cold water, cold water, cold water. So just put some ice in there and let it get cold, okay? We're going to put our flour up. One moment. Just put this back over here. Let's wash our dishes right quick. And once again, you can fast forward on this part. I'm just killing time so I don't have to come back on live, 20 minutes later. And if you've made homemade crust, comment down below. What do you use to make yours? To make yours special, to make it flaky, or to make it perfect? It's just so much easier to use store-bought. Water is so hot. My water gets so hot. I think I may have them turn down the hot water here. So hot. All right. Let's check our pie crust to make sure it's not rising. It's doing pretty good, guys. It's doing pretty good. There's no lumps in it, or it's not rising to where it's an issue. Pull this out, yeah. Yeah, and usually about 11 to 15 minutes is perfect before you add your filling. All right. Put that back. If you haven't checked out any other videos, make sure you go back. There's sweet potato pie. There's buttermilk pie. There's homemade ice cream. There's a dump peach cobbler. There's different things there. And as time goes on, I will continue to add so many more things. I just decided to take my channel to cooking because vlogging just wasn't working. I mean, I was getting viewers, but it takes a long time. And I would say within a few weeks, I've gotten probably 300-400 subscribers. So cooking is it for me. All right, you guys, let's put this back. Keep my plate that way. One moment. I was telling you guys, so I put this in the freezer yesterday because this is what I had left from the pie, and I just didn't have any more crust, and plus 2 was enough, but It's gone. There's a little piece left. So I put it in the freezer and I took it out and then just let it melt a bit. And this is going to be our batter. Buttermilk pie batter, 2-1 of 26. Put in the freezer with the date on it. Anytime you have leftover batter, put your date, and put what the ingredients is so you don't forget. All right, so we got that ready to go. Nothing like finishing and having a clean kitchen, or almost clean. It'll be all the way clean soon. Let's check it again. Oh, it's starting to get the little bubbles in it, guys. Remember, you always have to keep checking it, because if it starts to rise and that lump gets too big and you poke it, it's going to break, and then the filling is going to go through. Okay? It smells so good. It smells amazing. We're just putting more, a lot more holes in there, because it's definitely bubbling now. It is bubbling. All right, and we're just going to keep on until it's ready. Trying to keep you guys on until it's done. So like I was saying, hopefully everyone's day has been well. And comment, let me know if you guys like the preview or if you guys prefer the lives. Sometimes it's just a lot doing the live. You want to just, it's nice, it's beautiful, I love it. I love, 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 love engaging with everybody. But sometimes, you want to get on and get it done, So that's pretty much what I'm doing. Yeah. Kind of low key, quiet, The night is settling down. What time is it? It's 5:45, going on 6. Starting to get dark outside. Settling down the mind, the body, the spirit, everything. All right, let's check it again. Oh, and it's rising again. Let's get those lumps out of there. Get those lumps out. Let's see. Got a lump there. I notice when I make homemade, it rises up more. More than the store-bought. Now the store-bought does rise up and give you like the little lumps, but like I said, make sure you take that fork and you stick it in there. Why? Once again, because if you get your lumps, it's too big, cooks too much, it's going to get hard. So if you try to poke it down, it's not going to go down, right? It's going to split, and then you can't use it. One moment. One moment. Okay. We shouldn't have too much longer. So my filling is homemade, which I already discussed. So you're going to go back and look at the other video that says how to make a buttermilk pie. It'll tell you exactly how I made it, okay? But once again, I use store-bought crust. This is homemade, so I wanted to do a video so you guys could see if you want to do homemade. Plug this in. All right, let's see here. Let's turn it. And pull it down. Still got some lumps on there that I'm not really happy with. Come on, go down. Go down. Gotta press some holes right in this area. I got lots of holes though. Okay. Another few minutes and we are going to put our filling in there. This should be enough for one pie. Might have a little left over, but that's okay. Let's get our rack so we can set the pie on it. Sorry for all the noise. All right, so we just have a regular old cookie sheet. Let's get our oven mitts. This drawer definitely needs to be organized again. All right, let's see if it's ready, guys. It's good enough for me. All right. This is your pie crust, guys. This is exactly your pie crust, what it should look like. It's brown enough because it's homemade, so it's starting to already get hard. It has that flaky there. So this is what you want. If you want it a little darker, go a little darker, of course. But once again, when it's homemade, it's already starting to get hard. All right, so there you go. Looks beautiful. Nice and hot. Nice and hot. So we're going to set it on our cookie sheet and pour our filling in. And that's how you make a homemade pie crust. It's that simple. Flour, butter, cold water, and salt. You can't go wrong. 4 ingredients. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right? So other than that, guys, I'm going to say bye. Always before I go, I like to say, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Okay? Remember to be a light in someone's darkness. Spread positivity. Spread love. It's free, as one of my subscribers said earlier. It's free. I think his name was Jay. Not sure. But anyway, spread love. It's important. Other than that, guys, we are going to go. I'm going to give you guys hugs and love. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Try this recipe at home. Bye.